Going hello, welcome to the show, everybody. We are live, waiting for those notifications. The notifications. I didn't get no notifications. Where's the goddamn notifications? Hey James, hey Debbie. James and Debbie. James comes in first, but it's a tie on the time. It's interesting. Wow, that's a lot of. Yes. Works, man. And that is how I get you guys here. Rob, Michael, Stukes, Dave, David C. Baker. Hey, Doc. Hey, Dave. Hey, man. Hey, Zane. Sonkek. Hey, Stukes. Hello. Hey, Ronnie. 4th, 5th. Hey, Ronnie, I don't know what 4th, 5th means. Hey, Steve. Hey, Kat. Hey, Mark. Hey, Mark, it's going good, buddy. Kat, hello. Mary Ellen Gray. Hello, Mary Ellen. Looks like a steak. Is that a steak on your avatar? I don't even know what steak looks like anymore. I stopped eating most red meat. I do have chicken, though. Justin. And turkey. Good morning. Just waking up. And pepperoni. On my pizza. On my pizza. Cheers. Gardeners. Thank you, David C. Baker. I put some triage oil on this sore, and it's feeling nice and soft now, man. From this morning. This is good. So I'm going to put some more on there. You own a butcher shop. Oh, awesome. You want to ship me some steaks? I prefer ribeye. Boneless ribeye. Wow, that's awesome. Burger is the best red meat. Yeah, I miss a hamburger, man. I miss a good hamburger. Anyhow, you can see we've got Blinky down here below. We've got H.A. Goodman. He's got his eyes wide shut. You know, he's keeping his eyes on the truth, guys. H.A. Goodman, you can see this is how he takes it. This is how he takes reality, man, with his eyes wide shut. Anyhow, yeah, man, he said a few things back then. This was November 9th, right? This is, what is this, December 1st? So this was less than a month ago, and I want you to hear what H.A. Goodman was saying. Let's all listen in, shall we?
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so very much.
And don't you love the way he just opens his eyes and comes to life? I fucking love that. Let's watch that again.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so very much for tuning in. Eric H526, Luke St. Martin.
Eric and Luke!
Thank you for being two of the best moderators in all of YouTube. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't have $20 million in venture capital funding, like some people.
All right, now that he's gone ahead and started his intro a little bit, I'm going to go ahead and start a little mini video inside the larger video. Hey guys, you're tuned into a short video that I put up from Nays Garden. I am live right now on my show. I go 3 times a day. You can check it out, naysgarden.com. We're going to be watching a little bit of H.A. Goodman, and he's going to be discussing William Barr. This was on November 9th, so it was a little less than a month ago. So I want you to hear what he says about William Barr. Check out H.A. Goodman. He's an author, columnist, journalist, and a podcaster, a pundit. He's a well-educated, really intelligent guy who just doesn't seem to get it. So he's got a real big blind spot when it comes to Donald Trump. Check this out.
So to my super chat, thank you so very, very much for your support. If you want to be part of a newsletter, go to hagoodman.com. You can be part of the newsletter.
Great coffee.
Sign up.
My coffee's so good
and
today.
you can see my writing in The Hill, The Huffington Post,
420.
Jerusalem
No law
Post,
regarding cannabis. Cannabis
Times
isn't
of
tits for all.
Israel,
Cheers, everybody.
The Federalist.
He's going to
the
get right
Caller.
into it.
So,
as soon as he gets through this, he gets right into it.
The website is fantastic.
Cheers.
You'll see my debates there, and it's just awesome. So check that out. Ladies and gentlemen, we have just today, today has been an absolutely unbelievable day. William Barr investigating numerous allegations from the Nevada GOP, hundreds and hundreds of examples, thousands of examples of voting irregularities from the Nevada GOP. They sent out a criminal referral. So the Nevada GOP, that correlates to 2008 when David Plouffe accused the Clintons of hundreds of voting irregularities in the 2008 primary. But this is the Hill. Nevada Republican Party sends criminal referral.
Damon, what's up? David C.
Nevada
Baker,
Republican
thank you for
Party
all the
sends
chats,
criminal
David.
referral to DOJ alleging thousands of cases of voter fraud. William Barr today has officially announced that the DOJ, the Department of Justice, is now involved. In addition to that,
Okay, there's
you
more.
have
There's more.
a sworn affidavit from James O'Keefe
Oh.
of Veritas, or from a whistleblower.
Okay, let's stop right there.
that came that
Okay, at that point, he didn't have anything else. But he had William Barr. William Barr is the Attorney General under Donald Trump, appointed by Donald Trump to run the goddamn country, to be the top cop, right? You guys want to see something really funny? Check this out. You guys all understand what's going on here. Okay. This article is in the AP, which is basically the most reliable source on the internet for news. You can see here's a picture of William Barr. Right? There's William Barr. And the headline says, disputing Trump, Barr says no widespread election fraud. And let's just read the first sentence. First sentence says, Attorney General William Barr, it says AP right here, said Tuesday the Justice Department has not uncovered evidence of widespread voter fraud that would change the outcome of the 2020 presidential election. That was in an interview that the AP had with William Barr. Here it talks about what H.A. Goodman was talking about. Last month, Barr issued a directive to U.S. attorneys across the country, allowing them to pursue any substantial allegations of voting irregularities, if they existed. Well, now we see. It doesn't say the date of this this interview. Kind of interesting. Huh. Maybe it does over here. Huh. I would have loved to have given you the date of this interview. But the date of the article is 1 hour ago. In an interview with the Associated Press. 1 hour ago. So, let's go back and listen to H.A. Goodman again, what he said about William Barr.
It was introduced by James O'Keefe and Veritas. In Pennsylvania, you have a whistleblower referral. Nevada Republican Party sends criminal referral to DOJ alleging thousands of cases of voter fraud. William Barr today has officially announced that the DOJ, the Department of Justice, is now involved. In addition to that, William Barr today has officially announced that the DOJ, the Department of Justice, is now involved. William Barr today has officially announced that the DOJ, the Department of Justice, is now involved.
Yeah, H.A., how did that work out for you, buddy? How did that work out for you? H.A. Goodman, why won't you listen to me, man? And why do you have 160,000 followers on YouTube and I only have 25,000 and I'm the one telling the truth and you're the one that lies every day to your fucking audience, giving them false hope, pumping them up so that they'll really be deflated when they finally do learn the truth, and it won't be from you. It'll be from people like me that are out here telling the truth. So William Barr's come out today and said, no voter fraud, it's over, Trump lost, Biden wins. game over. It'll be interesting to see what, how much of that article H.A. Goodman is going to share with his audience on this afternoon show, won't it? I'm betting he won't. More throttled news, more short-sighted narrow viewed, cherry-picked stories that will only build his man of straw. He's not going to tell them about William Barr. So, if you want the real news, if you want the truth, with a little bit of saltiness and a lot of hilarity and excitement and education, check out Nays Garden. It's naysgarden.com, and make sure you subscribe to all of my YouTube channels, but especially the main one that's got 25,000 subscribers. Let's get it to 26,000. Thank you, guys. All right, I'll see you on the live streams. I'm live right now, so come by. Not that anybody's even going to see that. I don't even think I'm going to put those up on the internet because I don't have time. And I just don't feel like fucking doing it. Call me lazy. I make these videos and I don't use them. You're just going to have to catch them in my live streams, I guess. All right, let's go back and catch all of your chats. Cat, David, Damon, David. I'm on YouTube and I can use hashtags. Cat, okay. Carlo. Fuck the anti. Carlo, let's call it cannabis. Been smoking since I was a kid. Never had a problem with cannabis. Cool, Carlo. Thank you for calling it cannabis. You corrected yourself. I love you, Carlo. I'm the first bong hit. The next bong hit I do is for you, Carlo, for calling it cannabis. I didn't even have to say anything to you. Fuck me. See? Fuck me. I didn't have to say fuck you. Fuck me. Hey, fuck me. Not fuck you. It's fuck me. What? Shut up. Fuck me. Shut up, you. Not fuck you. It's fuck me. Doc, driving to work. Hey, Doc. Damon, close enough. Damon, hope everyone is doing well. People are gullible. Trevor, hello. Trevor says, H.A. Goodman always talks by. Damon Faulkner, true. Oh, always talks bullshit. Let me tell you, let me give you the... Hey, look who it is. It's a classy fucker. Come by to say hello. Look, it's Cyberpunk Uncensored, the classy fucker, Rob Mulligan himself. If you like my shirts and you're interested in getting one, make sure you check out Cyberpunk Uncensored on YouTube and go to his website, pufftuff, pufftuff.net, where you can purchase one of these at a crazy fucking price. Everybody's a classy fucker, and you all should get this shirt. Walk around, wear it proudly, and definitely pimp out my friend Rob Mulligan. Where was I? Yeah, H.A. Goodman doesn't speak bullshit. This is his trick. He mines data and strawmans it together to give his audience a bullshit summary of all the facts. But all the facts are there, and then he just fucks up what the conclusion should be. It's like he's got to jump to conclusions, Matt, but his jump to conclusion, Matt, has been cut in half, and it's on two sides of a giant fucking cliff, and every time he jumps to conclusions, he fucking goes right down the fucking cliff into the ravine. That's his jump to conclusions, Matt. This is my jump to conclusions, Matt. I weigh it all, I don't disregard any of the facts, and then I give you the truth. People are like, oh, you're disregarding the election fraud. You're disregarding the election fraud. No, I'm not. I just don't give a fuck about it. I'll tell you about it, but there certainly wasn't enough to negate the election. What other down points might you all have? Any? As people leave my show because they can't handle the truth. People leave my show because they can't handle the truth. It's fucking sad, man. Hey, you're smoking in New York, Timothy said, or what? You're in New York? What are you, in Brooklyn? Where you at? What are you doing? You over by the Sayville? Where you going? What are you doing with that? Look at this. Trevor says, yup. Classy, says Damon. Damon agrees. Marshall, nay, post those spontaneous facts of truth. Only takes one person to relate and spread the word. Marshall, I would, man, but, man, I am so... Man, it used to be so easy, Marshall. I would do content and it would go out to the internet. It's too much fucking work for me. I'm too tired. I'm exhausted, bro. Mentally, I'm fucking exhausted. YouTube has won. Facebook has won. Twitter has won. Man, I have to pay them money, and I do it almost every day, just so some people will hear my words. And even the people that are hearing my words, I think they're fucking fake people that Twitter's making up. You know, I'll get 1,000 views and 2 likes. I don't believe it, man. I put up a meme of the Kraken looking in on all these people saying, hey, you guys seen any receipts around here? And it gets 1 like out of 50 fucking views. I'm not buying that shit, man. I don't think those are real people that are seeing that. I think Twitter's lying. I think they totally hide my shit. You know, I went on Robert Mulligan's Twitter the other day. He's got like 15,000 followers. He's got 0 likes on his shit. Nobody, you know, one day Rob Mulligan, just like me, said the wrong thing on his Twitter, and bam, the algorithm grabbed his dick and chopped it off. Boom. Now he's as ineffective as I am. Nobody hears us. And it's bullshit. You guys have the power to help. All of you do. Collectively, if you want. And then we can give YouTube the big steel fucking cock with no fucking Vaseline right up their tight asses, right where they fucking deserve it. All you got to do is hit the number 3s, guys. And you guys know how to do that. Hit the 3s. You go over to Twitter. You retweet the show. You go to Facebook. You join a big group. Okay? If you're not in one, join one. Today. Do it today. Then tomorrow or tonight when I go live again, you'll be in a big group and you'll be able to share in a big group. You'll be able to come in here and press number 3. Who did it? Karen Baker. Someone did it first. David C. Baker Jr. David C. Baker Jr. gives my first 3. That means he shared it in Twitter. He just retweeted it. That's easy. That's seriously one button click. Click, retweeted. Now, I'd like it if you would say something on there and retweet with a comment and leave a like and all that shit. And then go retweet all my shit as well. It would be great. You know, then I would have fans that were as devout as Kyle Kalinski's fans. That would be cool. You know, does he get high with his fans? Does he get high with his fans? You know, does H.A. Goodman get high with his 160 fans? Does he share cannabis, get high, have a sesh, sit down, and just pour out his fucking guts like I do? No, man. He gives you this presentation that's been perfectly, you know, formatted to please the audience. Me, I'm flying without a net here. All right? I'm always flying without a net here, and the cannabis makes it even more unpredictable. Begging for more viewers, ha ha ha, pathetic. Adam S. Hey, Adam, this is how desperate I am for views, bro. You're blocked. Now go run along. That's how desperate I am. Go fuck off. You know, some little prick like Adam, he can go start a fucking YouTube channel today and he'll get thousands of views within a week because he's not fucking algorithmed. You know, those of us who started this shit, those of us who laid the train tracks down so you motherfuckers could ride over our backs, we're the ones that fucking suffer. All right? We're the ones that get ignored. You want to come in here and show your little stinky cunt and mouth off to me, little junior? Go start your own channel, dude. Go, hey, Josh, go show everybody what a fantastic podcaster you are. All right? I'm here busting my ass every day just trying to get people to fucking share this video because YouTube ain't going to do it and Facebook ain't going to fucking do it and Twitter's definitely not going to fucking do it. But you guys all have the power to fucking do it. And if I can motivate you to share this and get it out there, one of these days I'm going to go live and fucking 250 people are going to pop in this motherfucker. And one of you is not going to have been around in a week and you're going to come back and you're going to be like, whoa, dude. And I'm going to be like, I'll smoke and acting cool and shit. I'll totally change. I'll totally won't be myself anymore. I'll totally be all freaked out and shit. And you guys be like, what a phony, man. What happened to Nay? Who is that? I'm fucking nervous, man. I'm fucking nervous. There's a bunch of people watching. I would understand how these fucking podcasters do it. And then I get it. They're a bunch of phony motherfuckers. They don't give a fuck. They're just fucking pretending. I'm keeping it as real as I fucking can on here. I really am, dude. I'm giving you all of the fucking facts, all of the truth, all of the fairness that you fucking deserve. You've been lied to your whole lives. They started you when you're a baby, okay? They started telling you that Jesus loves you and that Santa was going to bring you presents. They fucking lied to you. Everybody fucking lied to you. You come in here and you shed that shit. You come in here and, you know, you go back to church tomorrow if you want. You want to go spread COVID around a fucking church because society and religion tells you that's what you're supposed to do. Well, then go fucking do it. Have fun. But when you're sitting in here, you shed that shit. No religion, no God, no fucking Jesus, no fucking Jewish bullshit or whatever the fuck the Muslims are saying. None of that bullshit. We don't talk about it in here. Because we know it's a lie and we know it's what's killing us. Literally, there are people fighting to go die. Yeah, they want to go to church and go sit in the pews like Donald Trump told them to do so they can spread COVID with each other. They're so desperate for that. Hey, man, I'm desperate for human contact. I am. You know, let's be honest. But I'm not willing to put your life at risk because I feel desperate. I'm just not going to go there. Is that fair? Press number 1 if that's fair. Press number 3 if you've shared this in both Twitter and Facebook in a large group for me. I greatly, 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 greatly appreciate those of you guys that do that. It is, like I said, it's the only way I'm going to get out there. And, you know, I got douchebags like that Adam kid that come in here and laugh because I have to beg you guys to do this shit. Isn't that great, huh? You guys just do it. Bring the people, and then I can be a badass, and I don't have to fucking act like I'm desperate for people to come in here and watch my show. Right? You guys just do that shit. Come in like David C. Baker Jr. Start hitting them threes, man. I shouldn't have to say what a fucking 3 means. Right? Because I had to do that. I look like an idiot to that guy. Right? Well, not that I give a fuck. He's obviously a cunt. But I'm going to look like that to other people too. Right? And you guys can help me by just doing it. Click 2 buttons for me. And once you get in those large groups on Facebook, join more. There's no limit. Keep joining large groups on Facebook. You know, make a second Twitter account. Make a third Twitter account. If you guys want to help out the cause, man, that's how you do it. You know, I don't know who the person is that promotes me the most out there, but I want you guys to know I do appreciate it. For those of you who've hit the number 3, this is for all of you. I'm going to try to smoke this whole thing for the 3 of you or 4 of you. Michael Goldsmith, James McGill, David C. Baker Jr., all of you guys. Thank you. Jennifer, I need you to join Twitter. Hey, Dylan. We keeping it real. We're keeping it real. Dude, I take hits like that all the time. It's just I'm blowing them out in little smoke rings. You don't realize how big of hits I'm taking. It won't focus. Oh, there. No, focus. There we go. Look at that sweat. That was not there 5 minutes ago. Guaranteed. Woo. My whole body's sweating. Exfoliation. Wouldn't you guys laugh if I was doing that and I just fucking threw up? That'd be hilarious. I was like, oh my God, I just threw up. Oh, I gotta end the show. Bye. Thank you, Nene Bossy. Ah. Nene Bossy and I have the same name. Nay. That'd be rad if I threw up. It'd be real, that's for sure. I'm keeping it real. I'm keeping it real. I'm throwing up on here. I'm keeping it real. All right, so those of you guys who wait until 40 minutes into the show, I give a tip every day, every show. I got a life tip that will change your lives. If you write these down or you remember them, they will help you throughout life like they help me. So make sure you stick around for at least another 20 minutes so you get that tip. And I always do something funny at the very end of the video too. And you should probably stay for that because it's always a good laugh. I was actually watching the last video from earlier today and I watched the little part at the end and I was laughing. I was like, that's pretty funny. So I'm going to try to remember to do those religiously. The beginning and the ends and the tip. Those are really important. Those three things that I get those done. Love it. Oh, are you kissing the tip? Just the tip, though. Oh, let's get off of that tip. Okay, I'm finally just recovering from that bong rip. Holy moly. Man, I wish I could limit the amount of time I spend on these live streams. I know I'm doing an hour 3 times a day. It just, I could get so much more done, man. Do you know I called those guys that have my ECM and they haven't called me back yet? Can you fucking believe that they've had it since last Wednesday? Today is Tuesday. They don't even know where my fucking thing is. The guy that I called, he's like, the guy that's in charge of that, I gotta text him. Let me call you right back. I'm like, okay. Phone never rang. In fact, you know what? They're probably closing here soon. These fuckers aren't gonna call me back. Yeah, I got your number right here. Okay. Oh, man. Fucking A. Alright, let's find out what's going on here. Man, I pissed somebody off. I told you guys she was going to block me. She just unfollowed me. She didn't block me. Earlier today, we were talking about her kids going to school. I'm like, why are you sending your kids to school? You know? Then she starts talking about her job. I'm like, why are you working? Why don't you have a garden and grow your own vegetables? You know, this is so foreign to people that they think I'm psychotic. Well, let's see how psychotic I am. Oh, let's say, what is today? Tuesday? Let's say on Thursday, the grid goes down forever. Then how psychotic am I? What is an ECM? I don't even know. ECU, it's the fucking computer from my Roxer. Dude, where's the fucking... I am not happy right now. Such a poor fucking customer service. Hey, this is Ben. I called an hour or two ago about my ECM, my Roxer. I was wondering if you guys got it. Thank you. Okay, it's a stage. It's a stage 2. You got the note and, and you got the return label, all that. Okay, Anthony. Okay, did you see Goodfellas, the movie? Yeah, there's a line in there. I gotta say it to you. Oh, Anthony, he's a big boy. He can speak for himself. I say that all the time. I have to say it to everybody who's named Anthony. All right, man. Thank you so much. Okay, take care. Bye. Oh, Anthony, he's a big boy. He can speak for himself. He laughed and he laughed when I did that. He says he's shipping it back to me tomorrow. So I will have it, next. I thought I was going to have it Monday or Tuesday this week. I'll probably have it Monday or Tuesday next week. He's like, you were the next on my callback list. And I went like that with my hand. I'm like, whatever, dude. I've been sitting here waiting for hours for you to call me back. I shouldn't have to call you back. You should have called me back in 5 fucking minutes. And you should have called me back and said, hey man, I just tuned it for you and it's in the mail. It's on its way back to you. That should have been the fucking callback. That would have been some customer service. But no. He's the owner of the company, man, that guy. Talk to the manager. He's funny. Anyway, he could learn a thing or two about customer service. That's for goddamn sure. You don't use a fucking holiday as an excuse to not do work, son. You work right through that holiday, man. You don't fucking stiff your customers. Why? Because you have to go eat turkey and spend time with your family. You can't fucking do work. Jeez, fucking Christ, man. What's the society today, man? We're so fucking indoctrinated. Let me tell you, you guys are like, God, nay, that's harsh. Let me tell you something. There's another guy from another company that does the exact same thing. And all through Thanksgiving, he was on the internet. He was available. He was taking calls. He was working. And he was there. He was available. He made sure he was available to his customers. He didn't fucking disappear for a week. They got my fucking computer last Wednesday. That's Wednesday at 2 o'clock, all of Wednesday, Thanksgiving Thursday, Friday, which last I heard was a fucking day of the week, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and today's fucking Tuesday, and he's going to ship it out tomorrow. The other guy, Wade from Diesel Freak, and if you want a tip right now for Diesel Freak, Freaky15 checkout code, save 15% off your order. You just go get a bumper sticker. They got cool shit there, man. Their graphics are bad as fuck. You can go get a t-shirt, dieselfreak.com. They've got a great logo. I'm thinking about putting it on my truck. I've got the sticker. I'm just like, do I want to put it in the middle of my tailgate or not? Because I'm thinking I'll probably end up putting a spare tire back there. So I'm just not sure yet. I don't want to waste the sticker where it's not going to be seen. Did I have a good Thanksgiving? Yes, I did. Thank you for asking, Nene. My friend Dino and Becky, they invited me over for Thanksgiving, and they cooked a fantastic meal. The juiciest turkey. And they, when we were done eating, they gave me some to take home. So I took the wings, because I love the dark meat. And I took some white meat, too. And mashed potatoes. And I ate it twice. It was great. Anyhow, look at that big head right there. There's just a big head on the floor. What is that? Big old head. Psst. Nobody even does those anymore, pal. Unreal. What are you doing, pal? You putting a big head on the floor back there? Psh, nobody's even doing it. What is that? What is that, a doggy? Nobody's even got doggies anymore, pal. This is 2020, pal. Psh, it's COVID, pal. Now everybody's got COVID. Nobody's got dogs anymore. Psh, unreal. What, are you going to go walk them outside? Fuck, around people? What, are you going to wear your mask while you go walk your doggy? Psh, unreal, pal. Nobody's even doing it anymore. Psh, everybody's released their dogs to the wild. Psh, unreal. Dogs are going back to the old ways, pal. I can't even do it anymore. It's so stupid. You made out well, Nay, says Damon. Nino Vimo. Haha. Nice. Yum, yum. I'm glad to hear. Hey, if you're watching this with another person right now, if there's 2 of you watching, press number 2. If there's 4 of you watching this, press number 4. No matter how many, put the number of people that you're watching this with. I'm curious. Now, where's my number 3s at? Okay, a lot of them here. Karen McDonald hit 3 way back. Okay, so we've got... Okay, here we go. Looking for those 3s. Just put a number 3, guys. Nothing else. It'll make it easy for me to spot. Okay, there's the first one. David C. Baker Jr., we did that. Okay, Karen McDonald, you're next. No law regarding cannabis. Cannabis isn't for all. Karen, cheers. James McGill. Next one is for you. There's 2 people watching over there, Marshall. Okay. 6 people, California veteran. Chris Bartlebow is watching with somebody. California veteran, who are the 6 people you are watching with? And I will say hello to all of them individually. If you tell me who they are, give me their first names, and I will say hello to them. Emily, can we call it cannabis on here, hun, please? That's what we refer to it as. It's the only word we refer to it as. And, you know, I know we're here having fun smoking it, but I teach it. We learn about it, and one of the things we learn is the history of it. We learn about why we don't use the other words to refer to it. So let's see, we're at 1440. Okay, 1440. It's gonna be... It's looking like Robin's next. Karen. Then Rob, not James McGill. It's James McGill. James, this is for you. Cheers. Right? Did I do this right, or did I just smoke for you? Maybe this one's for Robin Johnson. Correct me. You guys let me know. I forgot. If I already smoked for James, let me know. No, it's okay, Emily. Thank you. You don't have to apologize. And yeah, it's really good cannabis. I grew up myself. All right, nobody's going to fucking answer me, so I'm just going to say it's for Robin. All right, so next was... Nene, just put a number 3. Just a number 3, Nene Bossy. Okay, you're next. This is for Nene Bossy. Cheers. And of course, you're only putting the number 3 if you shared it on both Twitter and a large group on Facebook. ECM, engine control module. Thank you, Jennifer. Yes. So stupid to have that, you know? Such a dumb thing. The motor won't run without it. Bunch of slores, says Joseph. I thought you were dead, says Emily. God, you make me sound like a legend, Emily. Why did you think I was dead? Did you have a good Thanksgiving? Okay, we saw that. Looking for 3s here. California veteran. 6. Where's hauling ass now? Cat Stoops. Cat Stoops. Cat Stoops, this is for you. Cheers, Cat. Thank you for sharing this on both Twitter and a large group on Facebook, and then pressing number 3. Thank you. Is your mom cool, Joseph? Scott Benoit, you're next. Yeah, I don't know. I've never used that, Robin. It's a fair question. I don't know what fleet tweeting is. But I don't like to limit my tweets. You know, I've seen people put tweets up and only certain people can respond to it. Maybe that's what that is. You know, people, you know, little cunts like fucking Alyssa Milano do that because they don't want, or, and you know, little cunts like Hillary Clinton do that. I've seen both of them do it. So, you know, I wouldn't recommend it probably. What are you trying to do? You know, it's like, I mean, if you're fleet tweeting, you really have nothing to say. If you're fleet tweeting, you're just looking for a fucking echo chamber, and that's lame as fuck. Echo chambers suck. Shayna! Hey, what's up, Shayna? Joseph says absolutely. Stone kick. Yes. All right. Thanks, guys. All right, cheers. This one is for Scott Benoit, because he shared it in both Twitter and a large group on Facebook. Shanna, banana. Shanna. Yeah, I don't think I've ever used that. I would never want to limit. I mean, they already limit who sees my tweets anyway. You know, why would I do it even more? California veteran. You don't tweet or Facebook? Yeah, go ahead, put it up on Parler, man. Bring some Qs and some Trump supporters in here. I love them. I love my Trump supporters. You know why? Because they come in here, whether they agree with me or not, they always go, that guy tells the truth, and he always keeps it real, and they appreciate that. You know? Cannabis and coffee. Who is even doing that, pal? Nobody's got coffee anymore, pal. What, did you let your coffee get room temperature? Nobody drinks room temperature coffee anymore, pal. What are you doing? Nobody's even doing this anymore, pal. Psst, unreal. What, did you put whipped cream in there and let it melt? Psst, nobody does that anymore. You work at Dunkin' Donuts? Shanna Banana? Shanna Banana Bell? You actually got recommended by Trumpers? Oh, the two here? Yeah. Because I'm keeping it real, man. Because I was literally talking to... Oh, my goodness. California veteran. I just realized who the fuck you are, bro. Dude, you're on H.A. Goodman all the time, man. He's always like, California veteran. Thank you for that. Thank you for the super chat. California veteran. Right, bro? You're famous, man. H.A. Goodman has made you famous. I just like, California veteran, I thought I knew you from in here, and then I started thinking about it, I was like, wait, no, I'm familiar with that name from somewhere else. I know you from H.A. Goodman's broadcast, man. I'm so excited. Hey, man, I've had H.A. Goodman on here before I've interviewed him. I love him like a brother that you completely disagree with. It's true. Slowski, see everybody. Hey, Mr. Slowski. No tweet app or Parler. I use browser. Right. All of you guys that don't have Twitter or Facebook, you guys could just download it, you know? Just download it just for this. Just to share this around, man. I'm telling you, man, we reach a lot of people in large groups on Facebook. The thing is that we get a few shares going and they shut it down, man, and people stop seeing it. Not remotely famous, likes your tagline. Lol, disagree with him all the time. California veteran, you're gonna love me. Listen, you come from the right though of H.A. Goodman? Did you hear about William Barr? Did you hear about William Barr, bro, today? In that he just did a William Barr just did an interview with the AP, right? The Associated Press. And was I good enough to leave the article up? Yes, I was. Damn, I'm good. Give me a second here. Let me just put the... Oh, man, I just realized I didn't have y'all's chat up, man. I'm so sorry. I forgot to keep your chat up here on the screen. I don't have enough space on my phone to get out, so my phone sucks. I can't see the chat. Nay and Try to take California veteran. I heard about Barr. Definitely right of Goodman. Look at your smile, Nay. Sorry, I need to stop. Look, we're going to attack H.A. Goodman from the right with William Barr right now. Are you ready? Okay. H.A. Goodman just did a article. He did a upload on the 9th of November, less than a month ago, right? Saying that Barr was going to be pursuing election fraud, and in a big way. William Barr was allowing all attorney generals throughout the country and encouraging them to report any form of voter fraud that they could find at all. And today, William Barr has come out publicly. He finally wants to separate himself from the insanity that H.A. Goodman refuses to walk away from. Well, William Barr walked away before... You know, if this is a game of chicken, H.A. Goodman is fucking winning, bro. He's totally winning. I wonder when he's gonna finally, you know, when's he gonna peel off? To use a Shanna the Banana reference. Do you like Mitch McConnell? Nay, honey. I like when you talk sweet to me. Nay, nay. Oh, Mitch McConnell. Oh, Mitch McConnell. Oh, we're gonna stop every judge. We're gonna do everything. Oh, we're gonna totally subvert justice in the election. Oh, we're gonna gerrymander. Oh. You're asking me if I like Mitch McConnell? Is that what you're asking me? I'm sorry, I need to stop. Damn, am I turning you on? Nay, bossy? I have a crooked smile. Psst. Nobody has a straight smile anymore, pal. I'm waiting to hear back. You said Bernie and Wasserman Schultz. It's not even full sentences, bro. I don't know what the fuck you're trying to say, California veteran. Isn't it great, though, when he says your name? Nay's Garden. H.A. Goodman has got the best fucking announcer voice, man. I cannot sound like him. He's got a different sounding voice than me. He's got this fucking voice, man.
Their critical thinking skills are non-existent.
Yeah, you know what I love about this? H.A. Goodman says a bunch of things right here at the beginning, and it's like I'm totally relating it back to him, like as a mirror.
Now, Democrats view anything to be outlandish.
Democrats view anything to be outlandish.
That doesn't fit their warped, absurd narrative.
Who has a warped, absurd narrative? I wonder who that would be. Who do I know that's got a warped, absurd narrative? I'm just thinking here. I'm spitballing. I'm just spitballing here, folks. Hey, Rogie, what's up, buddy? I'm just spitballing here, folks.
If you just push back on their narrative a little bit, because they have problems with basic logic.
Who do I know that has problems with basic logic? Basic logic, like basic numbers, like, you know, like the fact that you lost the fucking election, man. At what point in this game of chicken are you going to turn away? You know, you are basically exactly talking about yourself right now, HA. I love you, bro. I really do. But I want you to see the light, man, you know? As a fellow former Bernie Sanders supporter.
And reasoning. Their critical thinking skills are non-existent.
Their critical thinking skills are non-existent. He says it so well. Shayna Bell, I don't mind sharing. If you don't, who are you talking to? Oh my God! Oh my God! This is the greatest thing that's ever happened in my entire life. This live stream. Oh God, did this just happen? You guys, come on. We only keep it real on this live stream, ladies. We only keep it. I know everybody watching right now is going. Oh my God. I'm watching H.A. Goodman, and you guys are like setting up a threesome with me. And I'm like, H.A. Goodman, blah, blah, blah. Oh my God! Oh my God, you ladies. You crazy ladies. God damn. I'm so flattered right now. I'm blushing, man. I'm so glad I have this beard to hide it. Take a sip of coffee and just calm down, boy. Just calm down. Oh, dude, I'm fucking blushing. My cheeks hurt. I'm glad the lighting is just off just enough in here to hide it. I'm sure it's bright red.
So they accept anything.
You mean like the Trump narrative?
Debbie Wasserman Schultz being forced to resign because...
Hey, man. Dude, I'm with you on Debbie Wasserman Schultz. Okay? I'm totally with you on that. She's a cunt. What just happened? What just happened? What just happened? What just happened?
They cheated Bernie Sanders in 2016.
That's true. I agree with you on that.
An app that didn't work in Iowa cheated...
Right. We know about the app.
Bernie Sanders in 2020 again. They'll deal with anything because their lives are...
Josephine says your beard isn't hiding your red cheeks. You guys, Nene. Come on, you guys. Seriously, you guys are really embarrassing me. Oh my God, he hasn't got a hat covering his head. Yeah, there he is. There's the man himself, H.A. Goodman, everybody. Here, you want to see him in all of his glory? H.A. Goodman. Eyes wide shut, everybody. H.A. Goodman, eyes wide shut. You know, he's completely blinded by Donald Trump. That's what he looks like. Look at the headline that's below him. Disputing Trump, Barr says no widespread election fraud. While he says this,
are predicated upon accepting cheating from their own political party. And they expect everyone else to react.
Ladies, I'm saying, look, I love that you guys are hitting on me. And I am totally down. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying no. I'm just saying we've got to be respectful to all the other people on this live stream that are watching. That's all. Because I'm a toy guy. Good. And I'm ready to go. You know, if you're serious about this, you ladies know how to contact each other, and you ladies know how to contact me. Now, back to the point I'm trying to make here. This is a perfect setup on the screen. I just happen to work out perfectly like this.
In the same manner as Bernie Sanders. But see, Trump and 74 million Trump supporters are not having that.
No, and 80 million of the people in America that wanted Trump fired aren't having what you're saying, H.A. Goodman, but you're not going to say that. You're not going to mention the 80 million against your 74 million.
So this is the villagevoice.com. Former Congressman Ozzie Myers charged in alleged bribery of South Philly judge of elections. These are Democrats.
Now, you guys remember, this was November 9th. This was almost a month ago, okay? Because a lot has happened since then, but just remember that this is where he was, 20, 30 days ago.
This congressman is a former Democratic...
I know what some of you are thinking that do watch H.A. Goodman right now. You're thinking, oh my God, he still says everything he's saying right then. Yeah, he basically hasn't changed the narrative.
Congressman. Feds say bribes to boost Democratic candidates range from $300 to $5,000 by Michael Tannenbaum, Philly Voice staff. Now, if you say, well, there's no evidence that this happened in 2020, hold on a second. We could establish with this article and others, the Detroit election official that the state of Michigan is going after for 6 felonies, including altering dates of ballots within a computer system. We can establish from the story in Detroit and this story right here about a former Democratic congressman paying a Philadelphia judge of elections to stuff ballots full of Democratic votes. We can establish that these are not anomalies. This happens, and it even happened this year, or at least people are potentially going to prison this year for exactly what they say is impossible. So when
Jennifer, I wouldn't say that they're attempting. I would say that they're achieving.
and there's people who say, well, what does this have to do with 2020? How does this help President Trump? This has to be investigated, not just in terms of what these individuals are accused to have done. This has to be investigated by Republicans, by the FBI. Well, we know they probably won't. Throughout the next 4 years.
I'm gonna make sure I make the chat nice and big so y'all can see what each other
and
are
how many
saying.
people potentially were involved in 2020 doing the same things. But I want to read you. Former Congressman Ozzie Myers charged an alleged
I like to
bribery
make it easy
of
for y'all to
South Philly
communicate with
elections.
each other.
Feds say bribes to boost Democratic candidates range from $300 to $5,000. Hit subscribe and share this segment everywhere. This is by Michael Tannenbaum, Philly Voice staff. June 23rd, 2020, just a couple months back. We're not talking about ancient history. This is the path to re-election. Now, it's an uphill climb. But just listen. Former U.S. Congressman Michael Ozzie Myers was indicted Wednesday for his involvement in an alleged scheme to rig elections in Philadelphia. So you have Debbie Wasserman Schultz, you have Ozzie Myers. I mean, you have the list is a long list of Democrats involved in rampant corruption, more so than even Republicans in this day and age. But here, the indictment comes 2 months after a South Philly judge of elections pleaded guilty to accepting political bribes. Myers allegedly was the Democratic operative waving the money. There were 2 Democratic operatives forced to resign in 2016 for fomenting violence in Trump rallies. That is according to CNN. I only read from the reputable real news site, so here you go. Myers, 77, represented Pennsylvania's 1st District from 1976 to 1980 when he was expelled from the House of Representatives over his involvement in the notorious Abscam scandal. During the FBI sting targeting public corruption and organized crime, Myers was videotaped accepting $50,000 in money from undercover agents and later sentenced to 3 years in prison. In the years following his expulsion, Myers remained involved in Democratic politics in Philadelphia. I'm going to read this to you again. How many people like Mr. Myers are in Philadelphia or Detroit or New York or throughout the country in Democratic-run cities and states? That's a question to answer in the comments section. How many people do you think were either caught or involved in schemes, election schemes, that were involved, they're still involved or were heavily involved in Democratic politics? Do you think that might help President Trump in 2020? I think so.
No, it won't, man. It doesn't matter how many people were involved in election schemes in 2020. What you're failing to show, and what you don't have evidence for, is something that ties all of those people together in some kind of a grand scheme that they all worked together to subvert the election. And you don't have that. And on one of H.A. Goodman's I'm Ron Placoning. On one of H.A. Goodman's latest videos, he literally says that there's a grand conspiracy and that all of these Democrats and all of these voting people in certain states were all interconnected, all working together with the flash drives, the little thumb drives, and the ballot, blah blah blah. He's got a bunch of stuff. He's like, it's all part of a grand scheme.
I think his path to re-election lies in, we only have 2-3 weeks, but we need to investigate not just what happened with this man, what is taking place on a grand scale with people like this gentleman. So in the years following his expulsion, Myers remained involved in Democratic politics in Philadelphia, where prosecutors say he offered money to ring up votes during primary elections in 2014, 2015, and 2016. How many other Democrats are paying off other Democrats to help win elections? This is a valid question. This is not a tinfoil type of question, because guess what? Former judge of elections Dominic J. DeMuro, who served the 39th Ward and 36th Division in South Philly, pleaded guilty in May to accepting bribes to stuff ballot boxes for select candidates. This is what Democrats do. This is like exactly what they do. They live for this. They live to cheat. It gives them a sense of worth. This is how they live their lives. Okay? DeMuro admitted that he accepted bribes ranging from $300 to $5,000 per election during the 2014, 2015, and 2016 primaries. Myers allegedly was a political consultant hired by specific Democratic candidates running for judicial and various state, federal, and local elected offices. Now, I'm going to read that again. Myers allegedly was a political consultant. How many political consultants are there for the Democratic Party? Hired by a Democratic candidate running for judicial and various state, federal, and local elected offices. After the candidates paid Myers, DeMuro would receive a cut of his fee to add votes for these candidates, prosecutors said. So you have Myers, the operative, working for candidates. And he doesn't just have one judge almost certainly. He probably has a whole bunch of people, but he might have just been caught with this one judge. But it's a network of Democratic candidates paying consultants who then pay people like this judge to stuff ballot boxes. This is the phillyvoice.com. I'm not making this up. Here at his polling station, the judge admitted he would ring up extra votes on machines, add them to the totals, and later falsely certify that the results receipts from voting machines were accurate, prosecutors said. This is exactly what the elections official in Detroit, the Democratic election official, was accused of doing. This is an important segment, ladies and gentlemen. Every segment I'm doing is extremely important. Please share this.
You said that 10 months ago.
I know it annoys people when I say that, but it's true.
It doesn't annoy me at all. I love it.
Listen to this again. At his polling station, DeMuro admitted he would ring up extra votes on machines, add them to the totals, and later falsely certify that the result receipts from voting machines were accurate. This is exactly what Lynn Wood and Sidney Powell and Giuliani and Jenna Ellis are saying. And yet media says this is impossible. It could never have taken place. Well, there are Democrats, a former Democratic congressman. It paid a Democratic judge in Philadelphia, in Pennsylvania, and they're saying it's not possible. And this is 2020, these people are going to court. The state is going after these people. The same state of Pennsylvania that said, this could never happen. Myers allegedly directed DeMuro to lie to investigators about the circumstances of bribes in the ballot stuffing scheme. Quote, voting is the cornerstone of our democracy. Here we go. If only one vote has been illegally rung up or fraudulently stuffed into a ballot box, the integrity of the entire election is undermined. U.S. Attorney William M. McSwain said, votes are not things to be purchased and democracy is not for sale. Okay, so U.S. Attorney, so you have the federal government involved. If the federal government is involved, then William Barr should probably expand this Philadelphia probe to see how many other Democrats are involved or were potentially involved in 2020. This is not rocket science. I'm trying to explain to the world, and especially to Democrats, that the public record data shows not only systemic and widespread corruption, but it's just like this alternate reality Democrats live in, where they're actually going after Democratic officials, but then they say, this is impossible to take place. So check it out. DeMuro added 27 to 46 fraudulent ballots during the 3 years of elections covered by the investigation, McSwain said in May. Though the numbers sound small, they represented 22 of the total votes cast in DeMuro's division in 2014, 15% in 2015, and 17% in 2016. So the way they commit fraud is the following. You don't have to have an algorithm, or you don't have to have operatives change millions upon millions of votes. There's only, 14,000, less than that in Georgia. In Arizona, there's a tiny amount as well. You don't need in a presidential election, you don't need this systemic, widespread plot. You can simply have operatives here and there like they had in Philadelphia. And then oh my goodness, Biden miraculously comes back. But here, Myers would relay instructions over a cell phone. Regarding which candidates DeMuro would ring up on Election Day, McSwain said in remarks regarding the case, DeMuro would add the fraudulent votes by literally standing in the voting booth and voting over and over as fast as he could when he thought the coast was clear. This is hilarious. Prosecutors have not identified any of the candidates who allegedly hired Myers as a consultant to facilitate the scheme. That's interesting. Why do you think prosecutors have not identified any of the candidates? Maybe because they're all Democrats. Maybe that's why. Maybe that's why. Myers is charged with a conspiracy to violate voting rights, bribery of an election official, falsifying of records, voting more than once in federal elections, and obstruction of justice. DeMuro, 73, pleaded guilty to charges of conspiracy in violation of the Travel Act and accepting the bribes through the use of his cell phone. He has not been sentenced. If convicted, Myers faced... Oh, he actually has been sentenced, I believe. If convicted, Myers faces a maximum possible sentence of 90 years in prison and $2 million in fines. McSwain said the investigation remains ongoing. See, there's an investigation, believe it or not. So for the 400 affidavits, there has to be 400 investigations, or at least a great number of investigations to tie in all of those affidavits signed under penalty of perjury. That is called evidence. Then you find the direct evidence, but the circumstantial evidence is enough to warrant wide-scale investigations. But here, if you look, my office is taking every step we can to ensure the integrity of the election of Eastern District of Pennsylvania in 2020. McSwain said, "We will work day and night to make sure that every citizen's civil rights are protected, whether that is through access to the polls or making every legitimate vote count." Michael Tannenbaum, Philly.
Someone just said, "I'm going to unsubscribe from him. He's delusional and boring." All right, so have a great day. Bye. What do you mean have a great day? Bye, Megsy. Hey, Megsy, what do you mean have a great day? Bye. Really? You want to hear? Hey, you guys want to hear something funny? I was fucking done listening to him too. Are you seriously telling everybody that you're leaving my show right now, Megsy, and being a fucking cunt about it? Is that what you're doing? Have a great day. Bye. Really trying to help out my live stream here, aren't you? He's boring. I'm unsubscribing from him. Have a great day. Bye. What? What'd you say, you fucking sideways cunt bitch? What'd you fucking say on my live stream? And Jennifer Holloway's like, take care, Megsy. You don't see that shit, Jennifer? You don't see that sideways bullshit? You don't have to tell people you're leaving my live stream. And you don't have to tell people why. Because it annoys you. Because he fucking annoys you. You know, it's funny. I've seen this cartoon. And it shows two guys. And they're both chipping away at a cave. And on both sides of the wall that they're chipping away at, sorry, I was bored and was saying bye, not being a bitch. What do you mean? There's no reason for you to say that. There's no reason for you to say that you're going to unsubscribe from him. There's no reason to say that you're leaving my stream and saying that he's boring. You know, there was no reason for any of that. It's very unsupportive, Megsy. Anyway, as I was saying, and it shows them both chipping away, and there's all these golds and riches at the other side on the wall, and they don't know it. And on the bottom, the guy in the bottom gives up, turns around. The guy on the top's still going, and he's got that far to go. And the guy below, he had that far to go, and he gave up. He had no idea. That's fucking Megsy right now. Because guess what, Megsy? I was done with this shit. And if you'd kept your fat fucking cunt shut, you would have known that. And you still would have been supportive of me. I hope people see this sideways bullshit. Come on me like this bullshit like, Oh, oh, I was bored, and I don't like the fucking hearing what H.A. Goodman has to say. You fucking deal with it. Just like the rest of us are dealing with it. So fucking supportive of you. I'm trying to do a fucking show here. You're like when Kepper came in here when I did my first fucking, when I did my first interview, and he was like, blah, 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 this is boring. Wah! You fucking remind me of him. Well, hey, Megsy, if you want to be supportive, hey, you know what? Shut your fat fucking mouth when I'm trying to produce content for people. You know? And if you don't recognize that I'm creating content here, if it doesn't get through your thick fucking numbskull, then keep your fat fucking mouth shut. Does that make sense? Shauna. Hey, what's up, Shauna? I better save that explosiveness for the bedroom, huh, ladies? That's why I'm going to quit doing these shows, man. I need to save the toiga in me. I need to save the toiga. Save the toiga. I need to save the toiga. How dare you? Hey, Enoch, what's up, son? Next, he's like, someone else left, too. Ugh. Ugh. You were making arrangements? Oh, you ladies. You're like this, Megsy. You were so fucking close. You could have kept your fat fucking mouth shut. You were so close to the other side of that. It was almost over. I was just about to end it. And you had to shoot your fat fucking mouth off at me. Now, it just so happens that I do like the critique to know what you guys don't want to see and what you do like to see. I like to know, I wish I had a fucking meter on every single one of you, right? That was on my screen. And it was showing how interested you were in my program. At what point? Now, they have a stat that you can follow on all of the podcasting that I do, and I can go look at that. And it shows the attendance at each point during the video. It shows a graph. And, when it's staying at 34 for fucking, 20 minutes, it's not really helping me decide what I'm doing that's keeping people here, what's chasing them off. So when someone like Megsy opens up their fat fucking mouth and says to me, hey man, I don't like this particular part. I do appreciate that, Megsy. Understand that. You know what I don't appreciate is that you saying, I don't like it. I'm bored. I'm leaving. Bye. And I'm going to unsubscribe from the guy that you tell us all to subscribe to have that open mind to listen to someone with another point of view, even though we completely disagree with them, because we can still love those people. You're totally missing the fucking point, Megsy. It's dab time, B. Yatches, says Michael Rosier. Right on, Michael. Boom, it's dab time. Check the time. Doobie time trendies. Dude, I'm looking at 3:38. Looks like a free smoke. Is that what we're doing? Are we free smoking? Late one night, there's going to be knock, knock, knock at my door. It's going to be the two ladies. I'm going to be like, hello, ladies. I'll smoke to that. Shayna Bell and Nene Bossy. This is for y'all. This is just, you guys made my goddamn life tonight. I want you to know that. You made my fucking life. I feel like a fucking rock star. Thank you. Thank you. I am humbled before you. For last 2 weeks, and I cop it. I still watch everyone else, but I've always put you first. And watching him for the last 2 weeks. It's fucking Megsy. It's fucking hilarious. Don't you see the fucking humor in watching H.A. Goodman? I'll explain it. Let me take this bong hit, and then I'm going to explain to you the humor in watching H.A. Goodman, okay? All right. Cheers. All right, listen. We always talk about indoctrination on the show, right? It's a big subject. I make sure of it. I feel like we have all of the things in our life that make us dependent on the government are due to the indoctrination, big time. A lot of the reason there's a lot of hate out there is due to indoctrination. We talk about it all the time. So when we look at what's going on with this election, and we shouldn't just ignore it. You know, there was an election, and we talk about it from time to time, and H.A. Goodman talks about it all the time. And understand, Megsy, sometimes I play something in the background while I'm doing something to keep my audience occupied, right? So that I can get something accomplished, and there's still content going that you guys can listen to, pay attention to, and I can look away for a few moments. And I would appreciate your support during that time, not your turning your back on me and leaving a knife in my back on your way out the door saying you're going to unsubscribe from H.A. Goodman. Watching H.A. Goodman right now, okay, for the last 4 years, the right, Donald Trump, has indoctrinated 74 million Americans. He's indoctrinated them into believing that he's a good leader. Okay, he's not a good leader, he's a good liar. But somehow, with his magical fucking powers that he has, Donald Trump has convinced 74 million Americans through indoctrination that we talk about all the time on this channel that they should vote for him. Okay? Megsy, that number is way too fucking high. Number one. Okay? Number two, those 74 million people have spent the last 4 years talking shit about it. Okay? Coming down on Black Lives Matter movement. You know? Spreading hate. You know? Screaming for a fucking wall. You know? Supporting a Muslim ban on the United States, blaming China for this virus. And as it turns out, there's new news released that says, yeah, they totally mishandled and lied. Oh yeah, they did. But you remember when it first started, wasn't it Donald Trump that said, yeah, she's doing a great job over there in China? Oh, really? Was that your leadership fucking sense, bro? Was that your sixth fucking sense of business skills, bro? So it was your fucking fault. It was your job to know that he was doing a shitty job. And guess what? You had a team over there and you disassembled it. It's your fault, Donald Trump. Don't fucking forget. You mishandled COVID. And America won't forget. The problem with your 74 million people is there's 80 million people who remember that you mishandled COVID. We all fucking hate Biden. But there's 80 million Americans who fucking thought enough to vote against you. They had to listen to all of those 74 million people's bullshit for the last 4 fucking years. And let me tell you something, from someone who didn't vote, I was fucking sick of it. And I know millions of them were fucking sick of it too. And voting Donald Trump out of office is a way to shut these motherfuckers up. You know? So when we watch H.A. Goodman every day saying, hey, we won the election, it's an uphill battle, we won the election, and this is why, and Trump has yet another victory, and it's an uphill climb, it's not looking very good for Donald Trump, but this is what we need to do, we need to do this, we need to do that, and he's saying all of this shit. And there's like a giant hole in the middle of the desert, and all of the Republicans, that all 74 million of these fucking people that voted for Donald Trump, not all of them are Republicans, but all 74 million of these Americans are running towards that hole. And some of them have already stopped running towards the hole. You know what I mean? They stopped. They said, Trump lost. I'm good with that. Some of them are still running towards the hole. People like Charlie Kirk, people like H.A. Goodman. Give me a second here. What? What? Where are you? What do you want? What? What? Oh, you got plenty of food. Check this out. Hey, how you doing, dirty boy? Come here, sit here. Where's my dog? I think my dog is outside. Let me just... I told him that I love him. My baby boy. Anyhow. So, for the last 4 years, 80 million people got sick of it, got sick of the horrible handling of COVID by Donald Trump, decided to fire him, didn't like him for whatever reason. I call him unlikable. I fucking hated him. If I hated him, I'm sure a lot of people disliked him enough to vote against him. That should answer your question. But these Republicans are running towards this hole. Some of them have turned away, like William Barr is one of them who turned away, said, I'm not going down that fucking hole. And down at that hole, it's actually, when you back away from it, it's Donald Trump's asshole. That's what that hole is. You back away. It's not a desert. That was Donald Trump's asshole, and they're all running into Donald Trump's asshole. And H.A. Goodman is leading the charge. He's the closest one to the hole right now. And all these other Republicans that still say that the vote was a fraud for any reason, they're about to run right down that goddamn Donald Trump's asshole. And if that's not a good enough analogy for you, hey man, if you like the analogy, hit number 1 for me, please, right now. Hit number 1 if you like that analogy. The hole in the desert, it actually was Donald Trump's asshole. Did you guys like that? They're trying to run up Donald Trump's ass. Do you get it? They're bought. They want to be on his team. They want to work for one of his companies. Fuck the government. They don't give a fuck about the government. They don't give a fuck about the political position. Wherever Donald Trump goes, he's got businesses, and these people can follow him, like the Charlie Kirks and the fucking, the Ben Shapiro's, whoever the fuck supports him, even H.A. Goodman. They could run after Donald Trump, show him their resume of work that they have done for him, and say, hire me, and go make work for a somewhat of a billionaire. David C. Baker hit 1. Megsy Williams hit 1. Thank you for saying, Megsy. Shit, it's all good. I could call you a cunt, right? Because you're in Australia, right? Right? Cheryl Skinner 1. That's very common language over there. Nino Vimo 1. Kat Stoops 1. Marshall Family 1. Kristen 1. Thank you, Kristen. You made it. Daniel 1. Megzer. Cheers. Steve Running. Can't teach stupid for 4 years. Right? You guys like that. The Trumpery sphincter, Kristen. It's all good. We're good. Thanks, Megsy. Megzer. I know I could count on you, Megsy, to let me scream at you. You guys are all good for that. I love it. And I'm not saying you're good to be abused. I don't mean it that way. What I mean is you're good forgivers, and I appreciate that. Thank you. I know it sounds abusive as fuck when I'm screaming at you and calling you names. Oh, and it is abuse. I don't deny that. It's abusive and that's mean and I shouldn't do it. But I have no control over it. I have absolutely no control over it. When I am doing that, I have no control over it. Understand that. So, um, Jake Lake says, I'm ate up. Yeah, I am ate up, son. You got that right. I couldn't have put it in better words. I couldn't have put it. I am ate up. I love the scenario. Atlas finally left. Huh? Yep, it's all good. We're good. You're ate up. Cool aid line. I have no idea what you guys are talking about right now. You guys are confused. Steve Running, you're confusing me. Jake Lake, you're confusing me. Love the scenario. David C. Baker, I don't know what you're talking about. Atlas finally left. Steve Running, I don't know what that means. All I understand is what Kristen said and what Megsy said. After Trump's abuse, you ain't shit, Ben. Oh, thanks, Kristen. All right, Cyber Style. No law regarding cannabis. Cannabis isn't just for all. Cheers, everybody. Yo, Panoy, what's up, son? Cheers. Cheers, Nene, bossy. That face. Gotta get my hair out of the way. Took for me, bruh. Okay, Kristen. All right, Kristen, this one's for you. Cheers. I need to take Rogan for a walk. No, I haven't given the tip for the day yet. Microfiber rags. That's the tip of the day, right here. These things are the most incredible tool. They can be used for so many things. And if you don't own microfiber rags, you need to get some. I use these things to dust. I use them to polish. I use them to clean. I use them to do windows. I use them to wax my car with. I use them when I'm cleaning the bathroom. I use them whenever I'm cleaning the floors. I use them on certain kinds of spills. Barr has been investigating the White House bribery for pardon scheme. Look at that. Preempted firing. Did William Barr get fired? Did William Barr get fired? What are you talking about? What are you talking about preempted firing, Maximus? What? Back that up on microfiber cloth? Not yet. Microfibers are awesome. You guys all buy a pack of them on Amazon. You will thank me. I use them I've used them for years. I've got stacks of them. They last forever. He preempted his own. Oh, Maximus. He preempted his own firing. I see what you're saying. I got you, bro. Well, let me tell you something about that. It's a little, too late. That's for goddamn sure. You know? I mean, even if he does get fired, and you're probably right. He is going to get fired, isn't he? They're trying to make money. He's trying to keep his reputation. So there's a difference. He needs his reputation. So he has to distance himself. He can't go down that fucking asshole. He's got to stay up here with the rest of the 80 million. David C. Baker, thank you for advancing my chat, for keeping it rolling for me, and for getting me to 1,000 every day. I really appreciate that. That was awesome. Somebody asked for the tip of the day. I got so many freaking tips. I got so many tips. They got all the transcripts of calls and emails all over the news. They got all the transcripts of calls and emails all over the news redacted. It's huge. Really, Maximus? This I gotta check out. All right, let pardon for pay for pardon. Okay. Nothing came up when I said pay for pardon. Isn't that interesting? All over the news. It's huge. Potential. Here we go. I found it. I had to put Trump's name in there, bro. Justice Department investigating. This is CNN, so we'll go right to that. Reuters. Can Trump pardon his associates? Pardons granted by President Trump. Potential presidential pardon. Here, I haven't seen the whole article. Let's see. Bribery scheme, court records reveal. Wow, dude. This is from today. I wonder if H.A. Goodman would cover this story with his audience that he loves so much. This is from CNN.com. Just so you know the source. Justice Department investigating potential presidential pardon bribery scheme. The Justice Department is investigating a potential crime related to funneling money to the White House or related political committee in exchange for a presidential pardon, according to court records unsealed Tuesday in federal court. The case is the latest legal twist in the waning days of President Donald Trump's administration, after several of his top advisors have been convicted of federal criminal charges, and as the possibility rises of Trump giving pardons to those who've been loyal to him. The disclosure is in 20 pages of partially redacted documents made public by the D.C. District Court on Tuesday. The records show Chief Judge Beryl Howell's review in August of a request from prosecutors to access documents obtained in a search as part of a bribery for pardon investigation. The filings don't reveal a timeline of the alleged scheme or any names of people potentially involved, except that communications between people, including at least one lawyer, were received from an office that was raided sometime before the end of this summer. No one appears to have been publicly charged with a related crime to date. So they've got one lawyer, right? They got one lawyer who they were doing an investigation on the lawyer, and while they were investigating the lawyer and pulling his phone records, they heard phone records of him arranging a pardon for somebody through Donald Trump for pay. That doesn't incriminate Donald Trump unless the communication was between the lawyer and Donald Trump or a representative of Donald Trump. And then there might be a problem. So this will be interesting to see where that goes. Did they reach out to Trump? Was he saying that he would take that? I don't know. Pay me for pardons? I don't even think Donald Trump would go there, man. I don't even think Donald Trump is that stupid. That's prison. You're going to prison for that shit. Let's ride his ass on a rail out of watch. I love the way you talk, Kristen. Fuck yeah. Okay, let's keep it open. Barr is complicit to so much. Good luck. Kristen, you know who you reminded me of just then? Dolly Parton in that movie. Hey buddy, yes, I gotta take you outside. Okay. I gotta take Rogan out. 9 to 5, Dolly Parton. They rode that motherfucker out of there. It was fucking great. Like a goddamn, like a riding bull. I love you guys. Thanks for watching. Check out Ron Placone, ronplacone.com. Get your news on with Ron. LucyandRon.com. Subscribe to Ron Placone on YouTube. Sign up for notifications. Ron Placone, send an article to Ron Placone on Twitter. He'll read it on his show. Make sure you sign up for notifications on his YouTube channel. He's also available. Ron Placone on Facebook, Ron Placone on Instagram. And I am naysgarden.com. Share this video everywhere, guys. If you appreciate the truth, I want to tell you something. I appreciate and I love all of you guys. Thank you so much, you guys. I will see you at the next live stream. All right? Take care. Bye, y'all. Love y'all. Maximus, you need to come to my show more often.